Uh, okay, so this is for CSC211. So first off, we have dice roll. So first off, I started with importing the utility random from US Oracle. I would have used math.random, but I figured that Simon wanted me to use random. So I made actually three arrays, right? I made three arrays. I realized I could have done it with one, but the way I read the question, I feel like two would have been better. Two was more profitable for me, so I made a for loop after that. After initiating the variables and the arrays and initiating random, um, made a for loop for I is equal to 0 when I is less than 36 million, and I increments by 1 each time. So this right here, um, this is a dice roll 1 and dice roll 2. So what this does right here, this just rolls the dice, and when it's like initiating the dice rolls, it'll roll 6 because it has like 6 sides, but it'll add 1 because 0 isn't included. We're trying to disclude 0, and this right here is just for counts. There's another way I could do counts, and after that I just print it all out. I use a printf because I thought that was more relevant in this type of what do you call it, this scenario, because I would have to use a comma to indicate numbers greater than 999. I can run this. Let me try. This is it right. It's right. Yep, right here. It's running. It's all good now. 36 million times. And what else? Yeah, that's it for this one. Next we have the airline. So this is the first one. Header, everything. I imported the scanner. Um, I declared my variables here. What else? I don't think I declare all of them there. But yeah, I declared my variables here because some variables I couldn't declare here because you would have to, what's it called? It may have caused like problems with the code. So I'm in my loop using this switch, using case one, and then I made a bunch of if statements because I needed a boolean true or false, and also made this array right here. This is first class. This is if first class is full. This is for economy, and this is for if economy is full right here. And now you have the methods. These are the methods I use. I did not forget to put the app param because I felt like that would be very useful here. I felt like it will be very towards the grade actually. These are just for this is for first class right here. Like if seats are full, this and that. This is for economy, right? Echo class economy. I thought that was a good way I could abbreviate it. And this right here is just for the boarding pass to print it out. I actually didn't want to use a method for it, but I felt like after the loop, I should just use the method to make everything else look more clean. And I could run this right here. Uh, it will ask you to queue up for a seat and then to quit the program. Just enter it, and then it fills up the seat. So what happens is that it keeps the memory, right? If I were to continue pressing 1 and enter, see it's what happened. So I just filled it up all the way to 5, and it's telling me that first class is full. If I want to enter economy, I will say yes, and then it keeps going for economy, and it uh repeats until economy is full. Now economy is full with 10, and then when it repeats, no first class available, no available flights in economy. Next flight leaves in 3 hours, and I'm quitting the program right here. What next? Then we have the extended version, which is airline reservation. So this one is pretty much the same thing as the first one. The only difference is that is a 2D array. I did not like this. I'll be honest. Compared to the past two, I would say, like this one, I found it easiest with the switch case because I actually did my final, which is right here, my final from last semester. I actually did it with what is it called? My final semester I actually did with the menu, so I did a whole bunch of switch cases, right? Because I was so lost and confused what to do. So that's why it was like a little bit more easier for me to do switch cases. But then when I got more into the part with these right here, these really like stuck with me because like I didn't know what to do over here, so I had to do a whole lot of extended research of what this and that means. And I forgot to add the at param and all that. But like I added before, these are the at params. I should have added it, but I mistakenly did not. We have first class. No, this is economy. This is first class, and this is also Brita Pass. The same thing as the first one. There's not much of a difference. The only difference is the upgrading from a 1D array to a 2D array. And this is the third one. This one I also did not like because of the logic behind it. It took me a long time to know what to do with values. I say the easiest part was probably this one right here. This is probably the easiest part because I knew the ones 1 and 0 shouldn't change. And I could run it right here. So it asks you to enter a number, enter how many numbers to generate. You could put like 5 and it generate 5 numbers for you. But if I were to run it again and put some number like 20, it generate 20 numbers in the oh my god, in the Fibonacci array sequence. That's just some past stuff. What else? After that, it should be the public invoice. This one, I actually had a lot of fun with this one right here. I love this one actually. Um, One thing I did do, I think I did a little bit more differently, is that I set everything up to private. Why did I put it on private? Because I actually did get some help on this from a friend, and I was told that you should always, always infer that the variables and so are all private. Why? Because unless the instruction says they're public, then they're private. And that's what I did. That's why I have these right here. That's why I initiated them. Wait, is this the right one? Wait, no, this isn't the right one. I'm sorry. Alright, so this is the second part. No, no. Oh yeah, so this is it right here. So this is an invoice. Sorry, did I do it right? Yeah, I can't run this right now because I don't have my test. But this is it right here, right? What this does, right? Because I set it to private, like I said before, because this is a private, I had to return each one like I did right here for get quantity, get price, and all that. I had to return them because they were all private. I had to return them with the user's input, which in the test there will be what's it called, a keyboard scanner. I set them all to 0. For this if statement right here, it says if quantity is less than 0, right, then Q is equal to 0. And I didn't add no else statement else statement because if I added an else statement, then this one also wouldn't be kind of like true. If you know, like if you were to add an else statement, right? If Q is less than 0, if that's not true, then what really is Q if it's less than 0? And I really said Q equals 0 if that since that is true. Um, there's not much to say about this one right here, but I will tell you like if I struggled on this one, I would say I struggled a little bit with what is it with this right here. I struggled with this understanding the UML diagram because I didn't understand what I had to do entirely, especially this part. I was thinking if I should just if I just had to copy and paste this as the constructor, which I realized was wrong. That I just had to interpret the convert, not convert. I just realized this wasn't really like part of the code. I had to like put the string, then the reference name for it, after. Um, but I would say overall, if I would say the hardest, I mean the easiest to hardest, the easiest was probably between number four and number one. The hardest I would say is number two and three. I had struggled, like I said, I struggled with the 2D array. It took me a long time, maybe several more hours, that like extra like 3 hours compared to this right here. For when I first started with this, it was easier for me to do the switch, but then after I finished the switch, I just was stuck in like a brick wall when I tried doing the Boolean expressions. Um, is that all? I think I'm pretty much done. Um, I'm missing something. My bad. I apologize. Yeah, so I have comments done. I believe my code logic is very easy to understand from just sight and seeing. Execution, everything runs perfectly. Completeness and walkthrough and video, I believe I did a good job. And the class diagram, I believe I made it nicely. I think it's done nicely. Oh, what was that? Yeah, so everything is nice. That will be all. Thank you. CSC211. Yeah.